I'm currently in the middle of a tech nerd crisis, and I need your guys' opinions to help me solve it. So I'm about to place a pre-order for this keyboard. It's called the Nomad E. This thing's pretty much my dream keyboard. It's got super low profile mechanical switches, a bunch of custom programmable encoder knobs, wireless or wired, works with Mac and Windows. It has this dope little display that can do the time, notifications, whatever. It's just an amazing little keyboard. It is eye-wateringly expensive at $350 USD, but again, I think this is as close as I'm gonna get to my perfect keyboard, so I'm just gonna do it. Now on to the crisis. So it comes in a bunch of cool colors. There's like this white, there's this see-through purple, which is so dope and very reminiscent of like the old classic see-through Game Boys. But I've narrowed down my options and I'm really stuck on two different colors. So first is this clear case. I think this thing looks so dope, still super clean even though it's clear. It's not like there's a ton going on, but I think it still could look kind of clunky on a desk. Like it's not as clean, but it still looks insanely cool and it's like unique. But then there's the graphite black, which just looks so clean. I think like on a super minimal desk setup, you can't go wrong with this. But the clear is so cool and unique. I love the yellow on the dials, but the black just goes with everything. It's so timeless, but it's not as flashy. I don't know, I'm so lost and this is bothering me. Please tell me what option to choose. I'm stressed out. It is practical 3D printing time, where I use my 3D printer to make things that are actually useful instead of just little trinkets. As much as we love little trinkets. Okay, so next week I'm going to a conference called Open Sauce in San Francisco. It's basically a nerd heaven where people show off all of their DIY projects. I'm so excited for it. Now, I'm just going as an attendee to fuel my own personal passion for all this nerd stuff, but I do still want to make content to show you guys all the cool stuff there, and I think I'm gonna do that by just interviewing the people making the projects. But the problem is, the only microphone I have are these tiny little DJI ones. Now, the sound quality on these mics are great, but I feel like they're so small and it'd be kind of awkward interviewing somebody and just like holding it right up in their face, like POV, I'm interviewing you. No, we hate that. So I went online and I found this little microphone handle design built for this thing. I'm gonna print it out in this black carbon fiber PLO material I have. All right, we are printing. I will see you guys in an hour and a half. I think we're done. Oh, frick yeah. Print turned out so clean. Oh, that slot's in there so nice. Now I'm ready to interview like a pro. I all of a sudden feel like so important and like official with this thing now. And that was practical 3D printing. I'm excited to put this thing to use next week at Open Sauce. If you guys are gonna be there, please let me know. I'd love to meet you guys. Other than that, keep an eye out for coverage, and I'll catch you in the next video. This is the DIY InfoOrbs dev kit I've been working on for the last few months. And in all of these boxes over here are thousands of parts. In these boxes alone, there's over 1,000 of the little screens. I've got a whole bunch of ESP32s and a whole bunch of custom PCBs. Now, the reason I have all that is because I'm getting very, very close. We're talking 2 or 3 weeks out to being able to sell you guys one of these kits. Now, it's important to understand that these are development kits, and they're going to require you assemble everything yourself, including soldering all of the pieces onto the PCB, but I'm going to include pretty extensive guides on how to actually do that. I'm going to make it as accessible as possible, but at this stage of the product, this is going to be a pretty intermediate electronics project. That being said, I am super proud with how the whole kit's come together. I also finally found a really good use for this little hand printer gun that I've had for labeling the boxes here before I ship them out. And then inside each kit, you're getting a really nice package of parts. You're getting the screens, you're getting the custom PCB, and then in here you have the ESP as well as a bunch of different parts that you need to fully assemble the display. I've also got like these custom shipping stickers. I'm just really proud of how it's kind of all coming together. I've already sent out about 30 of these to some of the core developers working on the project. If you didn't know, this whole thing is open source. So that means everybody's contributing a whole bunch of incredible code. There's a bunch of really, really smart people working on this. You'll actually find their names on the PCB here if and when you order one. And it's just been a really, really cool project so far, and I am so excited to share it with you guys. I've also included a few little nice-to-haves, like these little test PCBs. This will let you practice your through-hole soldering that there's a lot of on these boards prior to diving into the main PCB. I think this is going to be a really useful tool, and it's really easy for me to include. I'm still figuring out where pricing is going to land, but it's going to be anywhere from $45 to $60 USD, and I'll have shipping options for all over the world. If you want to be first in line to buy these, I'm going to announce it over email first. If you go onto my TikTok profile, click one of the first boxes that you see when you click on the link in my bio, you'll see this place to enter your email. If you enter your email there, that is where I'm going to be sending notifications first as soon as these are available for purchase. I'm really excited about this one, both just because I think it's generally cool, and I'm excited to actually share something tangible with you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know, but I'm excited. Catch you guys later.